Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to connect your student device and your teacher device to the Expedition. So we'll be going through things like your Wi-Fi settings, how to open an Expedition, and then how to connect students and walk them through the Expedition. So I've already turned on my teacher device and my student devices, and I'm going to walk through this teacher device first. So the power button is up at the top. I'm going to press that and then swipe up. And now on my tablet, I'm going to open up the settings. So in your settings, you'll want to make sure if you need to download an Expedition that you are on the TSC staff Wi-Fi. But if you're ready to run the Expedition, that you've already plugged in your router, which I have, and that in your Wi-Fi settings, it's actually connected to the router. So on here, I have TSC Expedition 2, and I'm just going to click that, and then I'm ready to move on to my Expedition. So now I'll open my Expeditions app. Since I've already downloaded the Expedition, I'm going to go to the Guide section. In Guide, it's going to give me only the Expeditions that I've downloaded. So again, if I need to download the Expedition still, I'm going to have to turn my Wi-Fi back to TSC staff, download the Expedition, and then go back to my router. Once I have my Expedition and I'm ready to start it with students, I'm going to tap on the Expedition and then click Start. So I'm just pressing Start, and then if I'd like for my students to all see the Expedition at the exact same time, it doesn't matter if they're the first one in the class or the last one in the class, I'm going to press pause. So it's going to come up as pause on their screen, and then when I'm ready, everybody's faces are in their Expedition, or everybody's faces are in their headsets, then I can click play. So at this point, my students are ready, or I'm ready for my students. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the student phone and swipe up, and then I'll open the app, and you can see it's already there. If it happens to not be there, if you just swipe down, it will refresh this page and hopefully bring up that join. So I'll click join, and now it's just telling me to turn it and put it in my cardboard viewer. So remember before we talked about the fact that it would say paused on there. So when I press play on my teacher device, now I'll actually load up for the students, and the students can look around to see all of the images. If you have a student with a visual impairment or one that would need to not use the headset, you'll click this square down here to put it into full screen mode. So as the Expedition is going on, I am able to read any of these things. I can click on any point, and it's going to point it out for the students there. So there is an arrow on their screen showing them where to look. And then if I just click it again, it will take that circle off. If I'd like to go to the next scene, I swipe, and then I just press play, and it will load on the student devices. When I'm done with the Expedition, I just click X on the teacher device and then leave, and then click X on the student device. If the students are done with the Expedition, we don't have any other classes going for that day, we'll shut everything down and plug it into power for the next class. If we are going to be sharing these with multiple classes, or you have multiple periods that would be using these Expeditions, then you'll want to make sure that you just, wipe off the headset, plug them into power if you have a larger break. If not, just set them on the desk and let the next group of students come in.